Hello everyone, Charlie here. This is just a really quick video, I'm going to try and make it quick, showing off a cool little exploit that I found about a year ago. And I made a video on it, but I didn't, the video wasn't very good. Didn't really showcase how useful this is, so I'm making another one. You can do this on a game you already have, a game you've played for a few years, a save that you've already had for a while, or you can do it on a new game. You can do it whenever, but I'm just going to do it on a new game to show off the fact that you can do this from the get-go. Now, this won't remove any achievements. You will keep all of them, and all it requires is a very minimal amount of patience, and you can do this quite easily. So we're going to make a random character. Zechariah Connolly is apparently his name, so we will do that. We will make him whatever, ambitious, cheerful, and childish. Just chuck all the main ones in there. I've muted the game, by the way, just so it's easier for me to be able to hear myself, and I don't have to worry about balancing the audio. Just makes it so much easier. So anyhow, what you want to do is just load into the game like normal. If you're making a new game, just make your character and choose a plot or whatever. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to go in the main world, and I'm just going to use the empty plot just because it's a little bit easier. It'll make it a little bit quicker to show it off, but you don't have to do this. Like I say, you can do this in an already played world that you've had for, I don't know, years, which I did in mine, which yeah, was helpful. Got me to get the mansion, the big mansion in one of the DLCs with the massive plot. Anyhow, here we are. So completely fresh character. We've only got 18,000. Now what you want to do is you want to go into the pause menu and go into manage worlds. Now once you go into manage worlds, the next step can be slightly confusing, but I don't know. I've done it plenty of times, so you'll get used to it. So you find your character, you click on them, and then you go into the three dots down at the bottom that say more. Then you go into manage household. You scroll to the very end and you click mark as unplayed. Now what this does is removes the money cap in the build mode of that slot. So in the manage worlds build mode, if you go back into the game and play live mode, it'll instantly mark that character as played. But what this has done is it's made it so that we can click on it and go into the build icon. Don't click play because that will just put you in with the sim. What you want to do is kind of go into it as if it's just like a plot like this. Now this I prefer this method because you don't have to like join a household and delete all the characters from that household and then take their money sort of thing. It sort of ruins the immersion of the game a little bit because you've got less characters wandering around and stuff. So I just prefer to do this. Now what you want to do is find something expensive. Let's see, appliances perhaps. What would be expensive? Oh, the Schmapple fridge. That's quite expensive. So we're going to take that fridge. Now, what you want to do, you don't have to use the fridge. It's just an example. What you want to do is just with as many spaces as you can, however much money you want, you just want to place a load of them. So I'm going to place a fair few, probably not loads and loads because it'll take me ages, but just to try and show off how good this exploit is, I'm just going to place. God, the controls in on console can be very confusing sometimes. Like I move the stick and I can't, For anyone who plays on console, they'll know the struggles. Ah, I've placed that there. No, I can't be having that. I can't be having that. That looks awful. Yeah, no, no, no. We are not having a wonky placement. No, no. Now, you don't have to use the fridges. You can use any other expensive thing, but as long as you have access to it, you can do this. Now, this, like I say, doesn't remove any achievements. The only problem with this, well, it's not really a problem at all, actually. But the only thing is, when you go in and you mark the household as unplayed, if you decide then to go to a different household after you've marked them as unplayed, that character that you marked as unplayed will pretty much become an NPC, so they can be vulnerable to dying, and you'll see them wandering around and stuff. They'll do whatever they want. But obviously, if you mark them as played, you kind of have like when they're marked as played, you have a safety net kind of thing where they can't die. So when you do this, when you mark your character as unplayed, you don't want to go into anyone else's household, any other households. You just want to go straight into, I've done it again. You just want to go straight into the what was I saying? You want to go straight into the build mode of this, do this exploit, and then go straight back into the game. Go straight back into live mode. Otherwise, you will yeah, you could have your character wander off somewhere, which won't happen whilst you're doing this. But if you go to a different household, then it's more than likely going to happen. You know what? I think the amount of misses I've made, I mean that that's a lot. Now, obviously, if you don't have an empty plot, you're not going to be able to fit this many in. But you might be able to. It will take you a bit longer, but it'll work. You don't have to use the fridges. You can use whatever you want. As long as it's an expensive item and you put down a lot of them and they don't take up too much space, you should be able to do this easy peasy. Now that I've done this, I'll go back into the pause menu and go into Manage Worlds. Now, once I've done that, I will go back into the game, or I'll go back into the character. Now, the second you start playing as the guy again, or whoever it is, the household, it will mark it as played again. So they won't be an NPC anymore. So this is totally fine. But if you were to go to a different game or whatever, then yeah, wouldn't be so good. Now you can see we've still got the 18,000, but all of the fridges are here. We could tell him to go and eat out of them, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go into build mode instead. Now here's the fun part. You'll notice when you go down in the corner, you don't have the infinite money. I don't think I showed it off, but when you mark a household as unplayed and then go into build mode, you have infinite money at the bottom. So you can place an infinite amount of items, like fridges and whatnot. That's how I was doing that anyway. You have an infinite amount of money, but when the household is marked as played, you don't have that infinite amount of money. But the cool thing is, when you do this exploit and then you start deleting all of these, as you can see in the corner, the money is going up. Now, this could take ages, but I'm just gonna keep doing it. Oh wait, no, hold on. I can just use the this tool, can't I? Yep, that works just as good. Oh hell yeah! Oh look, I can instantly remove them. That's way more handy. Well, at least I say it's way more handy. Oh, there you go. So it's not really working, but you can see I've deleted a ton of them, and then we go into the bottom corner. I've now got 1.5 million. Now, if I go back into live mode, we are pretty rich. Like you have all the money that you could possibly need in the corner. Now this doesn't remove achievements. Like I say, I can't really show that it doesn't because I don't know how to do that. But you've got money now, and you can do that with any household, any characters or whatever. And if you want to keep going, you just rinse and repeat. You then go, as I'll show you again, you go back into Manage Worlds. And then once you've gone into Manage Worlds, you just mark the household as unplayed again. Wish the game loaded a little bit quicker. This is a PS5 after all, playing a previous generation game. Anyway, you go into more, you go into Manage Household, and then you mark them as unplayed again, and you go straight. I pressed the wrong button. You go into build mode and you put down more and what. Hi, who are you? I don't care. Go away. I broke it. Yeah, whoops. But yeah, it's an easy enough thing to do, and that's how you do it. So yeah, that's all you really need to know. As long as you he's still marked as unplayed. As long as you make sure you mark them as unplayed before you go into the build mode, you will always have the infinite amount of money in the corner, and it's just a really handy, helpful trick that you can use. If I go in here again, you can see I've got the infinite amount of money, and now I can place anything down. I don't have to do the fridges, but I'm going to do them again because they're good for money. And yeah, it's just an easy thing to have, and you can just whack a load down. I'm just going to do it like this because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to. This is probably quicker, to be honest, if you do it like this, but you would have to go in and out a few more times. But this probably is a quicker method, just to spam them down. And yeah, done it again. And then I'll go back into Manage Worlds once again. Don't know why I'm showing you again, just in case you didn't see it the first time and you can't be bothered to click back on the video and watch it again. Who knows? You know, people on YouTube can be interesting like that. Then you go back into play. Again, it will mark the guy as played. It will get rid of that marking as unplayed thing. Just make sure you don't go into a different world because, like I say, it will turn him into an NPC and he'll just start wandering about. Then we can just, well, we look at his money again. You can see he's got 1.5. And then you just go back in and do the same thing again. Just go into your delete tool and just go, right, fridges galore, goodbye. And 728,000 down the bottom there. And then another 100. And just like that, you go back in and there's his money. And yeah, it's nice and easy, works wonders. And yeah, now he can have whatever he wants. If he wanted to have a whole house full of tellies and didn't have the money for it, well, now he can do it. Or let's say maybe he just really likes bins and specifically the very fine dumpsters because you know he just loves them. He can get 540 times however many. He can get a lot of them. We could even put it right at the front of his house, and this could be where he lives. There you are, my friend. What was your name again? Zechariah. Here, go nap in. Oh, he can actually sleep in it. Well, there you go. We've got a friend. We've got a friend, and he's now gonna just sleep in the bin. I was joking when I said he could live in the bin. He can actually live in the bin. That's kind of sad, isn't it? What does he look like when he's in the bin? Hold your horses, pause, man. Christopher Volkov, go away. I don't know who you are. I wanted to just show something funny. You can use FreeCam to look inside things. Is he in here? Oh my god, he's not in here. Hold on, what? Wait, he's not in here? Where is he? Wait, where does it put him? It can't just despawn him. The game can't really do that. Where does it put him? Hold on, we need to find things out here. We need to find a few things out here. This is interesting. What's this about? Okay, how long is it going to take for him to... See if we can find out. Where are you, mate? Where are you? I don't think he's got out yet. This is bizarre. Never seen this before. Didn't even know you could sleep in the bin. Oh, he already got out. Urgh, you silly man. Oh well, he's very sad because he just slept in a bin, which anyone would be, because, yeah, it must be uncomfortable to sleep in a bin. The stench wafts through your mind. Okay. Welcome, I can piss off. Yeah. Anyways, that is how you do it, and it's a very useful, yeah, very useful thing. And who's this guy? Oh, is this? Yes, Travis Scott. There he is. Oh, he doesn't like me. Yeah, that's how you do it, and you know you can get money, and you can do this in new and old households, whichever ones you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope this helps you. And if you want to keep achievements and don't want to have to deal with all the, you know, all the rubbish with, oh, don't do that, you can do it. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good one.